Ladies and gentlemen, joining me today is a remarkable talent whose journey speaks of passion, discipline, and amazing stuff. From his early days as a football player to making, a name for himself in the Hollywood, both as an actor and a stuntman, he has continued to prove that hard work and determination opens doors. And of course, you recently saw him in Tyler Perry's Beauty in Black, where he played Officer Traxon. And of course, I am live with Officer Traxon on the show. He played it with such authenticity and strength. And of course, I am, speaking to the amazing George Middlebrook. Thank you so much for joining me on the show. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for having me. Thanks for the invitation. So,
Thank
it,
you.
it, it, feels good to talk to people that's across seas. So it's great.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You have got a lot of Nigerian friends, I must say. Nigerian, fans. You've got a lot of Nigerian fans, I must say.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Getting a lot of attention from Nigeria. So
Hmm. You,
my daughter is Nigerian. So
oh, your daughter is Nigerian.
yeah, yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
that's amazing.
yeah.
Wow. Where in Nigeria?
Like her last name is like I think she like Igbo. Her last name is Adochi.
Oh, that's Igbo.
Igbo, yeah.
Nice. Yay. All right, so you grew up in different ways. You were, gifted as a kid. Your mom was teaching, Sunday schools, a lot of Bible studies and all. You also finished high school in 2004 and you used to play stage, used to, help your mom, in stage plays and, growing up in that kind of setting. What are some of the things that actually shaped you into the person you are now? And do you mind telling us some things that actually shaped you into the person you are now? Some things, some experiences growing up.
Oh yeah, yes. I mean, I've had so many experiences from like growing up in church. So both of my parents were preachers
Hmm.
to like playing little league football and little league basketball and just learning teamwork and growing up in a rough city like Detroit. It kind of toughens you up and you see a lot of things, just in the public school system
Hmm.
and and growing up in the neighborhoods or whatever that's kind of like less than.
Yeah,
It just gave me a lot of grit, gave me a lot of fight. Um, just a lot of life experience. So I've been through a lot.
nice. Of course, from being, a stunt man and a standout football athlete, making your mark in acting and as well training in sports, mental toughness and the way you have actually carried your performance over the years. So what would you say actually stand you out in a lot of roles that you find yourself in?
I think just doing stunts. I just got off a movie I was doing with Mark Wahlberg called Family Plan, and that really, I mean, it goes back to even working on Black Panther.
Mm,
Wakanda to Dark Knight Rises, the Batman movie years ago. So it's always been like athletic things or like military, militia, or mercenary type of roles and stunts. So it's just like a natural progression of me being like a bad guy or a tough guy because of my height and my presence. They want me to. Most of my roles are like playing a cop or firefighter or like a tough guy. So
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
All
yeah.
right, so now, George, every role has a story behind it. The journey from the audition room to the big screen is just often as interesting as what we see on set. So, speaking on that, how did you get cast, as Officer Traxon in Tyler Perry's Beauty in Black?
Oh well, I worked on the Have and Have Nots back in 2014 with
Yeah,
Tyler Perry. That was like my
that's
first.
actually one of my mom's favorite movie, Have and Have Nots. Yeah.
Yeah. So I worked on Have and Have Nots as a child welfare officer. I did two episodes on there years ago, and then from there I doubled for Tyler Perry before because we're like the same height.
Yeah.
I doubled for him on Single Ladies. He made a movie called no, it was a Single Moms Club.
Hmm.
And then I did a lot of stunts over there, like precision driving and some fight scenes. So one time I was over there working on a movie with Tyler, and He mentioned a new Netflix series he got, and he said he wanted me to audition for it. He had something for me, so
Hmm.
he started sending me he started sending me the auditions directly,
Yeah.
and I would send them back the next day. You know what I mean? I had my reader on deck, my reader Shy Avery, and we would read the whole day, and then we'd start taping, and then I'll send them my auditions the next day, and we
Hmm.
did, and I went back and forth with them like 5 or 6 times, and I initially had the role for the driver. There was Mallory Driver in first season, but the one of the producers wanted to use another guy for that. So then they when they switched that role, Tyler actually created the role Officer Traction for me. Yeah,
Ooh.
he actually wrote me in and created that role for me. So I was like, man, God is amazing because I almost didn't have no role. So, but he
Oh.
thought I was so good. He was like, nah, like like I'm gonna find something for you. So
Oh. I've
yeah.
actually heard stories about, how Tyler Perry is, that amazing person. He's always like, helping people get to their ultimate their part, to make them feel seen and everything, having worked with Tyler Perry, how would you describe his directing style and, and what kind of unique elements does he bring, to production?
Yeah, Tyler Perry is I think he's the greatest of all time.
Mm.
Because he's kind of like broke the system. Like we shoot almost like an episode a day. We shot 16 episodes in 25 days.
Mm.
He runs like 4 or 5 cameras at the same time, and you get like 1 or 2 takes. Most of the time it's just one take, and then we moving on. So he moves very fast. He expects you to be prepared so he can move fast. Because if you don't know your lines, or you didn't come to work, like ready, ready to knock it out, it kind of slows him up, and then he'll be looking at you crazy. But he's very fun. He's very fun to work with. Like in between takes, he plays
Hmm.
music, or he always add money to raffles if we do raffles and stuff where people buy tickets and stuff. Or I mean, he's very funny,
Hmm.
very charismatic, but very serious. Man, it's incredible working with him. Like everything's 5 star from the trailers
Hmm.
to artist row inside of the Dream Building to
Hmm.
even you don't even have to leave your home. They'll bring a driver to come pick you up from your home and take you to set. It's just everything's 5 star. The food is great. The
Wow.
staff, the crew,
Wow.
everything. It's like a drink.
Wow.
It's a drink come true.
Wow. It's a dream come true, I must say, and well done. Do you have any favorite scene, as Officer Traxon? And can you share me can you tell us how, it was special for you?
What, I didn't hear the question.
Okay. I meant, do you have any favorite
Oh,
scene as Officer Traxon? And do you want to share what made it special for you?
yeah. I think my favorite scene from season one was when Kimmy pepper sprayed me and stabbed me and the car flipped. I thought that was pretty cool just to be an action scene like that. And then my favorite scene from part two is probably when I was talking to Japa nigga
Yeah.
about him getting the BBL in his private area. It was probably funny to me. Or,
Mm-hmm.
or, or episode 7 when I was at the murder scene with Dega and Shake Shake.
Hmm.
Me and Charles Malik were sitting in the car talking. That was one of my favorite scenes. So,
Wow. All right.
yeah.
So I'm sure a lot of people are actually waiting for part two episodes to come out. Do you have any idea when it's coming out?
I don't know, and I don't know if if I'm able to say, so I'm not gonna say anything.
Oh yeah, no worries, no worries. I'm sure. I'm sure.
I
So
know, I know, I know it's gonna be in the beginning of 26 for sure.
okay,
And,
okay.
and
So
then, and then with part two, we already taped it too, so it's already done.
okay. So I've actually, seen that you are, a faith person and you actually believe in God so well. And you're always like, God believing person, like, you always tell stories about how God has been helpful, how you put God first. So what do you want to tell us? Do you want to tell us about how, faith has actually worked, in your career and everything? Do you want to share some stories about it?
Yeah, I mean, I think faith without works is dead.
Mm,
So, like you got to put the work in. You got to be intentional and very strategic. But like without God, I mean, it's all God for me. And I make sure that I always witness
mm-hmm.
whether even on my stories or if I hashtag God is great or a scripture or something. I just like to just be
Absolutely.
yeah, to just get his word out there because I think when you give God the praise and use your platform to try to save souls, I think your blessings become like endless. So with faith and also being a witness of the kingdom, I think the blessings are like they overflow. But one of my favorite scriptures is like Jesus wept, and and the thing is that Jesus didn't have to weep or whatever because I mean he's magical. He can do whatever he wants. So he said he has to send us through our like our stories and like our progression, whether you go through bad things or whether some people go through a lot of good things or whatever. But I think sometimes we got to go through the mud and go through through the tough days to get to where he got us go. That's why he feels bad for us sometimes. He like I got to do this to my baby. I got to make him strong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just got to keep going and never give up, but be very strategic and make sure you work hard. So and
Oh,
pray.
yeah. Pray. Yes. That's amazing. You come across as someone who's very calm and focused on your roles. How do you tend to balance the sense of composure within the physical and, emotional demands of acting, stunt work, especially, in such intense project? You said the part two of Beauty in Black was shot in 25 days. It's 25 days, yeah.
Well, all 16 episodes were shot in
16
20.
episodes, 25 days, yeah.
Yeah, preparation is key. Like prior preparation prevents poor performance. So, I mean, Tyler Perry pays very well. So, well, I mean, my days are free. It's kind of hard filling my days when I'm not on set because you don't have to you gotta stay busy. But just study, study, study. I got readers. I have a coach, and usually, I mean, it's like probably like 6 to 8 hours a day. I read my script and studying and just preparing. So I'm my book. So I'm sharp, and I kind of I think the more you study, the easier it is to be present, where you can respond to your partner rather than trying to plan out how you want to say a line.
Mhm.
So I like to write my lines out. I mean, I go crazy with the studying, so I'm just reading all the time, write my lines out. I record and then listen to my voice when I'm going to sleep because I just want to be that prepared, so I won't get fired.
That's amazing. So if you were not acting or doing stunts, what would you be doing? What do you think you would actually fit in?
To be honest, either it was gonna be football
Or football, yeah. I was about to say or football or something else.
yeah. I'll probably be like a school teacher and a football coach.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, school teacher. Nice. Great. So, for aspiring, actors, so, you have actually inspired a lot of people out there, with your story and everything. So, what do you have to say to people who are, on the verge of giving up their dreams because they feel that spotlight they want is not forthcoming? So, what do you want to tell them? Do you have any advice for people like that?
Yeah, well, like I moved down to. I'm from Detroit. I moved down to Atlanta with $80 on the bus, and then I got a couple commercials and got on the have-nots. And I moved to LA with a couple grand.
Hmm.
I got my butt kicked. So I'm just say just keep going. You got to keep going. You gotta go to class. If you're an actor, you got to go to class. And the thing is that most of my peers who I went to class with, like in my mid 20s and in my early 30s, they're all now producers or showrunners or directors. So this industry is very like referral based.
Hmm.
It's a lot of nepotism, so it's very hard for first generation people to kind of get in. So therefore, you got to go to class and show these people what you can do. I think class is more important than going to auditions because when you get in the right communities, that's all it takes is knowing the right people. Like I think like we're only like one yes away.
Yeah.
So when you go to class and you show people what you're doing, and then you go to and then you do theater work, do
Hmm.
stage plays, and just be a part of the community.
Yeah.
And once you do that, then your wings are spread. So
Great, amazing. So, do you want to tell us about family, your family? I don't think like you actually put family out there. How's your mom, your dad, you
yeah,
know?
yeah. My parents in Detroit, they're in their later 60s. They
Yay.
getting old and stuff. So I try to go home as much as I can. Or I don't talk to them as much as I should. So kind of like just kind of focus on my life. But I'm very much a family man. But like right now in this place of life or whatever, I'm kind of just focusing on my career and trying to level up,
Mm.
to keep my things going and stuff. But
Oh, lovely. So do you have anything that we should expect? Any projects we should expect soon? Do you have any
yeah,
projects we should expect?
yeah. I got a movie coming out with Tiffany Haddish later on this year. I
Ooh.
play a news reporter. I play a news reporter. It's a really cool role. And then it's like a comedy that we got. And then I'm another movie I have coming out with Joe Smith at the top of the year called Rhythm and Blood, where I play a record executive. So I play a tough guy there, like a Suge Knight type of character. So it's I think that movie's gonna be really, really good. I think it's gonna be really popular too. So I can't wait for that to come out. So.
No, lovely. So for people out there who are listening right now, who is a fan, who are actually, excited, who are your fans, and what do you have to say to them, to everyone listening, to everyone watching this video, to anyone who's a supporter of Officer Traxon?
I want to say that I love you all. Thank you for watching the show. I can't wait for y'all to see the next part. Um, just thank you for your support. I'm very grateful. I'm very humbled by the responses. I think it's number one in the U.S. today again.
Mhm.
Is it in the top 10 in Nigeria?
Yes, I think it is. I think, yeah, should be number one, I think, but for sure.
Yeah, so it's just amazing. I'm
It's
just
everywhere, I must say. Beauty in Black is
everywhere,
everywhere,
everywhere. Yeah,
everywhere.
like I know for season one we were number one in like 14 countries and top 10 in 57 countries. So the response is great. It's just a dream come true for all of us. We
Yeah.
hanging out tonight. Me and a few cast members, we hanging out tonight, or
Ooh.
whatever, and just just kind of soaking in it because it's like right now. You know what I mean? Like
Uh-huh.
wow, one shot. Wow, wow.
Uh,
Yeah,
so I'm sure a lot of people would be like, Officer Jackson, like, when you walk away, when you walk, into different places, the malls.
yeah. It's I can't go nowhere like without, especially in Atlanta. Atlanta's like an all black city,
Yeah.
so I can't go around no black people where Officer Jackson, and it's kind of amazing. I really can't believe that that this is happening to me. You know what I mean?
Oh, God is good, actually. God is good.
Yeah, yeah. So
Do you have a favorite actor from Beauty in Black, apart from you? Is it Kimmy? Is it Mallory? I actually like Mallory's role.
I
I
think
love
I think I think I think it is Mallory. If I'm going female, it's probably Mallory, who played by Crystal Stewart, who's
mm,
a very sweet, kind person.
yeah.
And then for the men, it's probably my guy Richard Lawson,
Ooh.
or Charles Malik, who plays Jules, because I work for him and in
Yeah,
real
you were
life.
working for Jews. Why did you work for Jews?
Now, funny though, like in real life, he's probably like one of my best friends in real life or whatever. So
Ooh.
you know, yeah, just working with him and like he's amazing. He and like he thinks I'm the greatest. When I ask him, "Hey man, did I do this right?" Man, you're perfect. You're the greatest. I'm like, oh
Yes, you
god.
are. You're the greatest. Like I've seen everything about you. I've seen I've seen a lot about you. You're amazing.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining me on the show. I really appreciate you. And what are the, words you want to tell people out here who are listening on the radio right now? Anyone who's listening.
Yeah. If you're listening, follow me on Instagram at GEO. Middlebrook is my last name, so it's GEOMIDDLEBROK. You can follow me on Facebook.
All right. Thank you so much for joining me on the Splash Chit Chat on George Middlebrook. It's an honor, having you, on my show, and I really appreciate you so much. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
I bet you, and we gotta do this again for part two. All right.
What did you say?
I said for part two, we're gonna have to do this again.
Yes, we will do this for part two. So everyone should watch out for part two right now.
Yeah.